In the shadowy depths of ancient Athens, a figure emerges from the darkness, his lantern casting an eerie glow across the city streets. This is no ordinary man, but Diogenes of Sinope, the philosopher who dared to challenge the very foundations of society. As we delve into his extraordinary life, we'll uncover shocking truths that will make you question everything you thought you knew about modern existence. Diogenes, the master of cynicism, lived a life that was as controversial as it was enlightening. Picture this: a man who chose to live in a barrel, rejecting all material possessions and societal norms. But do not be fooled by his eccentric lifestyle. Diogenes was an intellectual force to be reckoned with, wielding his wit like a deadly weapon against the hypocrisy of his time. As we peel back the layers of Diogenes' life, we'll discover how his radical ideas continue to resonate in our modern world. His rejection of materialism and social conventions strikes a chord in our consumer-driven society, where we're constantly bombarded with messages telling us to buy more, be more, and conform to impossible standards. But what can we truly learn from this ancient rebel? Diogenes' unwavering commitment to honesty and self-sufficiency offers a stark contrast to our culture of instant gratification and carefully curated social media personas. His life serves as a mirror, reflecting our own societal flaws and challenging us to confront uncomfortable truths about ourselves. Imagine walking down a busy street in ancient Athens, only to stumble upon Diogenes performing one of his infamous public stunts. These weren't mere acts of madness, but carefully orchestrated demonstrations designed to expose the absurdity of social norms. In one particularly shocking incident, Diogenes was seen masturbating in public, declaring that if only hunger could be satisfied by rubbing one's stomach, the world would be a much simpler place. While such behavior would undoubtedly land him in trouble today, the underlying message remains potent. Why do we cling to arbitrary social rules that often defy logic and natural human behavior? In our modern world, where cancel culture and social media outrage reign supreme, Diogenes' brazen disregard for public opinion feels both refreshing and terrifying. But Diogenes wasn't just a shock jockey. His philosophical insights cut to the very core of human existence. Take, for example, his famous encounter with Alexander the Great. When the powerful conqueror approached Diogenes, who was sunbathing, and asked if there was anything he could do for the philosopher, Diogenes simply replied, "Yes, stand out of my sunlight." This audacious response to one of the most powerful men in the world exemplifies Diogenes' belief that true freedom comes from within, not from external sources of power or wealth. In our modern age of influencers and celebrity worship, Diogenes' interaction with Alexander serves as a stark reminder that true happiness and fulfillment cannot be found in the adoration of others or the accumulation of power. It's a lesson that many of us struggle to internalize, constantly seeking validation through likes, shares, and followers. As we dig deeper into Diogenes' life, we uncover a man who was unafraid to challenge even the most revered figures of his time. His verbal sparring matches with Plato are the stuff of legend, with Diogenes famously mocking the philosopher's abstract definitions by presenting him with a plucked chicken, declaring, "Behold, I've brought you a man." This biting wit not only exposed the flaws in Plato's reasoning, but also highlighted Diogenes' belief in the importance of practical wisdom over theoretical knowledge. In our information-saturated age, where armchair experts abound and social media debates rage on endlessly, Diogenes' emphasis on lived experience and practical application of knowledge feels more relevant than ever. His life serves as a challenge to us all. Are we truly living our philosophies, or merely paying lip service to lofty ideals? But perhaps the most chilling aspect of Diogenes' life is his unwavering commitment to personal freedom, even in the face of slavery. When captured by pirates and sold into slavery, Diogenes reportedly told the auctioneer to ask, "Who wants to buy a master?" This defiant attitude in the face of extreme adversity showcases a level of mental fortitude that few of us can even imagine. In our modern world, where we often feel trapped by societal expectations, financial obligations, and the constant pressure to succeed, Diogenes' unbreakable spirit serves as both an inspiration and a haunting reminder of our own self-imposed limitations. How many of us can truly claim to be as free as Diogenes, even without the physical chains of slavery? As we reflect on Diogenes' life, we're forced to confront uncomfortable truths about our own existence. His rejection of material possessions and social status challenges us to examine our own priorities. In a world where success is often measured by the size of our homes, the brands we wear, and the number of followers we have, Diogenes' simple lifestyle feels both radical and oddly appealing. But it's not just about rejecting materialism. Diogenes' life teaches us the importance of authenticity in a world that often rewards conformity. His refusal to bow to social pressure, even when it meant facing ridicule and ostracism, serves as a powerful reminder that true freedom comes from being true to oneself, regardless of the consequences. In our era of carefully curated online personas and fake-it-till-you-make-it mentalities, Diogenes' raw honesty feels like a breath of fresh air. But it also forces us to ask ourselves, how much of our own lives are spent living up to others' expectations rather than being true to our authentic selves? As we draw our exploration of Diogenes' life to a close, we're left with a mix of admiration, discomfort, and perhaps a touch of envy. His unwavering commitment to his principles, his fearless challenging of societal norms, and his ability to find contentment in the simplest of lives all serve as powerful lessons for our modern world. But the true power of Diogenes' life lies not in blind imitation, but in the questions it forces us to ask ourselves. How much of our lives are spent accumulating things we don't need? How often do we compromise our values for the sake of fitting in? And most importantly, are we truly free? Or are we slaves to societal expectations and our own desires? As the lantern light fades and Diogenes retreats back into the shadows of history, his legacy continues to illuminate the darkest corners of our modern existence. His life serves as a challenge to us all, to question, to seek truth, and to dare to live authentically in a world that often demands conformity. The next time you find yourself caught up in the rat race of modern life, take a moment to channel your inner Diogenes. Question the status quo, challenge your own assumptions, and remember that true freedom and happiness often lie in the simplest of things. For in the end, the most valuable lesson we can learn from Diogenes is not how to live in a barrel, but how to live a life of purpose, authenticity, and unwavering commitment to our own truths.